Hi, I'm Yuvraj Gupta, and this is my project for Sip and Hack Hackathon. So, while going through the problem statement, I felt that all the problem statement has been that general for a lot of LLM, VLM, image generation, and now it comes down to the video generation too. So, one of the fundamental reasons that why this problem occurs is all the video generation models are fundamentally stateless. They treat every single session as a blank session. They don't have past history. They lack consistency. And standard prompt engineering will only do good enough videos, but it won't give professional ad campaigns that you can actually run on your TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube ads. So what's the way going forward? The way going forward is stop just prompting, giving vague prompts, but start context engineering. That is building a comprehensive knowledge that is given to the LLM, so it understands what decisions it needs to take according to the given situation. Let's say a simple example. There's a coder who's just going and just doing prompt engineering. How will he compete against someone who is doing not only doing prompt engineering, he's gathering the context, he's giving more context to the LLM, giving docs to read, giving more open repositories, how we can implement all these ideas, functionality ideas to the LLM. So the coding agent for that user will be more precise and accurate. Nowadays, it matters that what context you are giving to your LLM so that it generates the best output. This is one of the biggest problems the industry is facing, and right now a lot of new architectures and a lot of new methods and ideas have come to solve this problem. So what our system does, it provides a brain to the video model, and it generates brand profiles according to your brand, and it remembers the visual styles you have and how you can make it, how you want to improve it further. In every step it generates, if it thinks that it meets the standards of the user, it will improve. It will keep improving the system and set a learning step. If it thinks it's not worth it, it will ignore that. So over time, the brand brain increases in context, not just in quantity, but in context, like what is important, what is not important. So we followed exact structure input for art models like Veo 3 or Sora 2. And for that, we give an input image, we give an exit image, and we ask it to generate middle frames. So this will give me more control over the kind of ads it will generate. And secondly, it will be easier and further if I want to edit this video. So because of context is engineer and security, so we can tweak some single variables like swapping the background, changing headlines while maintaining the perfect visual. And this application that I have built is easily be deploying professionally and can generate good brand campaigns over a period of time. So let me just get started with the application. So this is our chat interface. The user need to actually select the brand for whichever he wants to. It can create a new brand. It will need to enter the name, tagline, description, way. So this will give, you need to add a logo, product images, some video clips if you want to give that reference. This will give a basic idea to this agent, like what kind of brand structure you have, what kind of ads you want to build, and what's your whole philosophy of building such ads. I already have some setup, so I'll just use that. I'll just show you the memory of the brand. Let me just change the brand name first. You see, over a period of time, this is generated and kept as instructions to the platform, like how did I use it, what are all the learnings that it get over a period of time, what are the constraints that I don't like, what I have actually asked as brand values, rules to be set up. So I'll just show a test and how we can actually run it. So we can generate in TikTok format, in shorts format, or reels format. So let's just ask like which format should I use. By the way, I'll just go on to show you how it looks on our profile, how I save this all data. I save all this data, I keep the tone, I keep the color, first color, tagline, just do it, a description, a URL, product URL, what all platforms they are in, and brand rules. This is the most important thing. Brand rules keep on changing upon how the user likes the video. If the user thinks if the video is not good, it will not update the brand rule. It keeps some constraints, basic constraints that don't do this, don't do that. And it has a learning section that will keep learning upon how much you iterate over time. And to make sure that it's accessible, I have added embedding so that it can be easily accessible to the LLM. So it's like it gives a basic idea what format I should use. Since I selected YouTube short, shows a YouTube short, and I can just ask questions like I want to show my gym fit files. And so first of all, it will start thinking. It thinks, so I give much more context because I just asked him to directly make an ad. So it just started going on a thinking mode. But if I ask like some apparel, some outfit to show, because this is using Google search to pull up the latest trends that are in the market and analyzing the market and seeing what's good. So this does take a lot, 20 to 30 seconds. So till then, I'll just show you how the architecture of my pipeline is. So what I'm currently doing is I'm just in this chat API, I'm just calling the brand memory service, so that loads all the brand profiles, and from there on, it will start doing the critic API if it want. If it can do the learning API, it can do the pipeline API. These three APIs will be available for the chat, or it can generally answer with just a LLM call. But for now, it went to the learning API, so it's now currently thinking what actually happened. So you can see that it gives me general response. It doesn't just give me a simple response, it gives me the response and why did it think the response is, and what's the reason why the response has been given. Every step you see is detailed. Detailing is one of the most important thing in this, because we need to know like how they come to this video generation video. So every steps needs to be revised and see if it's correct or if it's not correct. You can see it made a lot of Google searches accordingly, and it gave a detailed description. Not only that, it gave me what kind of scene, 1 2 3 4, how much time its scenes would be, and so on. So let me just ask it to. So I just sent a prompt like I want a gym outfit for women wear in normal morning routine. So it gave me a fantastic idea for this morning. Should we focus how Nike gear empowers her in a workout or day ahead, or seamless style of outfit throughout her morning? I'll say the styling is what I'm looking for this ad. So it will keep learning and iterating until it thinks it has enough information. Then it will do a deep search and give us the different variants like we can actually build our videos on. So I was also showing you this section that showed like how much depth it generates, and this will be helpful when we generate the video, because we will be able to give the right context to our video generation model. Yeah, so I think so. I like the first variant. I can just start generating its 12-second video. So let me just start generating the shots for it. First, it will construct a first image that I want it to send to the LLM, and then it will just generate a basic prompt, like opening prompt of a frame image and how I think the prompt should look. Now it uses the OpenAI Sora to generate the video. It does take some time, so we need to wait till then. Until then, I'll just go through how the pipeline works. So it's the pipeline first see what the scene is and how the variants are generated, and then it goes to the video timeline generator. Well, first it generates a timeline. Everything that it generates receives a data of that, and through the pipeline, it just generates a rendered video. Now, once the Reddit video is generated, you will, as a user, if it's evaluated upon your terms or not. So if it does evaluate, it will pass and show the update the exports, and if it's good enough, it will update the brand profile. But if it's not good, it will go back to the scene plus variant generator and keep generating in the loop. I'll just show a example for that. Looks like the video is generated.
You finally found the gear that handles your 50 jump wake up and your 10 a.m. coffee run.
Now is the time that I need to do a critical analysis. So I'll just run my critic, and it will start evaluating on all the aspects that I have given the LLM to evaluate the output in. You see, it gives me output in 7 different parameters and what's lacking and why is it lacking. And in further usage, I can just prompt context to the LLM to generate the best output from them. So I can just ask it to remix a video according to the prompt that it generated, which should look good. So I'll just do that and start the remix of this variant. So it is going to take again some time more, and let it run. I'll just show you my database till now. So it will store all the overall scores that it was done, and if it thinks the score is good enough, it will apply as a brand profile in learning section. This is the way that the memory is stored.
Gear that keeps up. 50 jumps at sunrise, coffee at 10. Nike. Just do it. Shop the collection.
This video was
Gear that keeps up. 50
better
jumps
video
at sunrise.
compared to the last one, because it had some text, it had some more depth, and a little more of background music. Let's see what the evaluator thinks. So it didn't even think that this is also good. So I can just appreciate this ad and save learnings, so it will keep a track of what I generated, and make sure not to include that again in the prompts. And so it will keep improving as we go on, so that it adapts to a company philosophy. So this is my demo. We can just download the MP4 and so on. Go ahead. Thank you. Thank you for your time.